Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and in today's video we are going baling. 30 acres to bale, but before we can go baling, baler is serviced, but one of our customers has requested that we put powder on his bales. We have a powder applicator, but it's on the big square baler, so we're going to have to get it off the big square baler, bring in the baler in here, and then get it all yoked up and wired up. So yeah, I'm just going to get some spanners and sockets, go to the big square baler and whip the applicator off it, and yeah, we get it mounted on the other one, fit it on the other one, and we get going. So we're up here now with our Silo King box, additive box. Let's see what size everything is. So we take this off, there's not much holding it on, so if I remember right, I have to take this lid off and then take the bolts that hold that on, and then we have to figure out where we're going to put it on the baler, because we have this overhang here, which is the motor that feeds it out. But anyways, cross that bridge when we get to it. But I haven't used this on the big square baler. The reason I bought it was to add inoculant. So there was two types of inoculant you can add to bales that go through the baler. You can add powder or you can add acid. And acid probably would be the better option, but would wear the baler down a lot. So I decided I wouldn't go with acid, that I would try the powder, and that was fine. So I ordered the powder box, got it, put it on. It works out, it's expensive now to add the hay additive to, now it'll only keep hay up 2 percentages over or something like that. It's not foolproof. That's what may have been more foolproof. This is going to work out about €2 a bale to treat, to put the hay additive on it. So, but the reason I never used it is because my baler, the reason I put on it was because I knew that going out with this machine for a start, I needed to make sure that every bale I made was a good bale, no fear of it going fusty. Otherwise, it wouldn't be that someone's hay wasn't fit, it'd just be that the machine isn't doing a good job. Because that's, as a contractor, that's what you get. It's always the machine's fault. It's never that something isn't right or isn't fit or so on and so forth. So that's why I put this on, because I knew if I went and was asked to bale something which I wasn't comfortable at, I could add the additive and make sure it kept. But the big thing I found with this baler, and this is the reason I think is why, is this baler will not bale anything that's not fit. Anything that's anyway not fit at all will just start busting shear bolts for the crack of it. And I think the reason is because this is a cut chamber, so the square on the chute on the back is supposed to be 80 by 90, but it is a cut chamber, so it's cut to 80 by 70. So the baler takes in an 80 by 90 flake, shoves it up, and then whacks it back into 80 by 70. So that puts on a big squeeze onto it from the start. So it relies less on its actual mechanical means of tightening up a bale and more of that. So it means that when I get any kind of damp stuff, the pressure of trying to shove that out just doesn't allow it. I think that is why it just will not. I bought this hoping I'd start baling big squares of silage. Not going to happen with this baler. I'll have to buy another one if I want to start that crack. But anyways, we get this whipped off. I think I have the lid off it now. So this is the air box. So this is mounted onto the air box. So this is where there's a fan running and it sucks in air and then blows it out through the knockers to keep chaff and stuff from blocking the knockers. So all I should have to do is flip this over, take it off. That was a bit of handling to get that off. We'll have it down. I can't even remember how I got up there. It wasn't easy to get down by myself. And also I had wires traced on the inside panel, which I couldn't get to because that was, as you can see, I'm quite tight. So that was also not too easy. But anyways, we have it done. So now we're upon the round baler fusion, and we bring it over to the house and get this wired up. And don't forget, anyone's looking for big square bales of hay made later in the summer, give me a shout. We make them whatever size you want, so you can get the most out of your sheds. And there is some difference in the amount of squares you get in versus rounds. Anyways, we'll pull her out on the quiet day and get her serviced up. But we'll be on home and get this baler ready to rock. Baler's in, and I am hoping it'll fit snug down there. That bar has to get maybe an inch of space to be able to come back, so that'll close. That's the only thing that could catch me out. That's why I have the door open. I want to see what space I have. But I'm hoping it'll fit there. Fits there, we are laughing. If not, I'm gonna have to try and mount it up there, which that could be very awkward. So bro is just servicing up the rake, giving her grease down and sorting out, giving the tractor once over. So I have everything once overed here, so it's just fit this. I'm hoping it fits there. If it doesn't, oh, I don't know how I'm gonna do. Anyways. So we have a major issue. It's too big to go there, and it's too big to go up there. Now where the because it's going to get caught in all the door panels. This looks like my only viable option, but is not simple. Because it's lying that way. Preferably I'd like it flat. I have about another hour to try and figure this one out. This place to put it, but I have nothing to attach it to. So I'm going to go get some box steel that we have, and if I make up just a little frame to come out, down and across. Just a simple thing, and then I'll be able to bolt it onto that, catch it on that bar there, weld it, catch it there. I think that might work, but this is going to take a few minutes to fabricate, and it should work. Should. Father fella's back now. He was away getting spray this morning for the beat. So his solution, which will be quicker, is cut the top rail there and move that back in. That rail sits on the bar, and drill holes in the bar and bolt it down. So that's his solution, and then put in a bar here to catch that there and hold it up. So that should be all right. It should work. It could get a little bit tight for putting in a roll net underneath, but I'm going to do that now anyway. So I'll have to, because that's going to have to rise up. I'm going to have to cut it back at that bolt point there. I might just cut it in line with that bar both sides and then move it back. So that's the plan. And we are away. So eventually I'm running about 20 minutes behind schedule, so not too bad. Thought would be worse. So we have our unit mounted there, so I can see the powder coming out, so I know if it's empty or not, going into the hopper. So hoping it's steady enough. So it's bolted on the back, then braced along the bar at the sides which goes to it, so hoping that's enough. Pipe going down and then in just on the bar that holds the steps. Full steps up when I get into the field, but just on that there, so all should be good. I have my weighing scales here beside me so I can measure. So all I gotta figure out is 10, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, whichever, of, you know, difference between 1, 2 and 3, and then that way I'll know the difference in how much comes out in each time slot in 10 seconds, and then I'll be able to do the maths to figure out then, once I start making bales, on how quick I make a bale on average, so then I can set that to put it out at around the 280 grams. I was told if I'm 20 above, 20 below, it'll be grand. This is a bit of a fine margin, but I should be able to max it. And then I have two switches, so one switch for the fan, one switch for the auger. So all I gotta do is switch off the auger when I am letting in the, when I come to the headlands. So yeah, or when I'm putting in bales, making bales. That's just the only thing I have to remember. But anyways, we'll be on down the road, and we go. That's a bit. And we are here. Oh, it's looking smashing, so it is. Looking real nice. Damn, you'd the weather that's in it, if you were to turn it maybe again or a day, like, it's just dry. It's yeah, that's a lovely order, that smashing bit of order. So bro is well underway now. So we got load up with all our accoutrements, our powders, our wraps, the whole lot. So we get stuck to it. First stuff to go into this. One thing to be careful with around inoculant, not to breathe in the fumes. His father Phil has got his lungs scarred from a bag of powder he put into the harvester, puffed up in his face. So 2 bags, we put 1 bag in first, make sure that we get it running right, just in case I have an issue and end up putting too much out of that. But yeah, next up now, get our weighing scales. Turn it on for 10-20 seconds, we'll count everything and start doing a few maths. So that's the fan on. So I want to take out the phone, need to have notes open. Right, so we're on setting 1. We'll just turn it on till we get powder out. Powder's about to come out. So we're on setting 1. Start. Give it 30 seconds on setting 1. We'll see what's come out. 7 grams per 30 seconds. And we put set 2, substantially faster. Now, weigh this, 137 grams at setting 2. So at setting 2, if I was to make a bale in a minute, I'd be putting on 274 if I was on a bale a minute. So let's go 1.5. Test that. And I'd say around 1.5 should be where I should be. Not making a whole lot of sense, this. 20 grams in 30 seconds at set 1.5. I'm going to set it at set 2. I'll see how we get on. I think that's going to be around about right, maybe a little bit less, but doesn't seem to be incremental as I was hoping, so it makes it very hard to do. Anyways, let's get some bale. Finished the first round of the field, and my 10 bale average is 7:57. 7 minutes 57 minutes. Yeah, that's right, it's 2 bales less. Yeah, my 10 bale average is 7:57.46. So just to be able to figure out, oh no, because I can't do that as a divide by 10, because I have to think of that. I'm going to say 8 minutes, just round it to 8 minutes, just so I can get this relatively right. So calculator, so I have 8 minutes divided by 10 is 0.8, so that is of a second. I think I multiply by 60 seconds is 48 seconds. I'm averaging a bale every 48 seconds. So if I'm averaging go back to the right page. If I'm having 137 grams per 30 seconds and I'm making a bale every 48 seconds, in a minute that's 274 in a minute, and I need that in 48 seconds. So I'm going to run it at about 2.25, which I reckon should do it. So they're 20 kilo bags, 20 kilos treat 60 ton. So it should do enough. 2 bags, 320 ton of silage. And yeah, that's it. I want to do a bit on the net there. It's a little bit of trouble with taking the break. But other than that, everything is going fine. And dandy, bro's just finished. And yeah, all's good. All is good. Let's check the bale med. Bales are coming out pretty good and hard. We're baling just at the red line, so we should be packing them pretty hard. We get cracking. As I said, bro's gone to the next field up, then he has to go do our multi-species sward, and we keep chasing them. When we get this done, when we get the baling done, then there's slurry to go at. We'll be back here tomorrow to do slurry, and there's stones to be picked. No shortage of work. And I think Lee is getting stone picker on, I think. I don't know. Anyways, let's get baling. Man, the way I'm running ups and downs to the field now. Sorry about the shaky cam. I just haven't gained a half hung on the windscreen. But we're baling away grand, everything seems to go fine. So I worked it out. My 20 kilo bag of additive should do about 80 bales. So once I hit 80 bales on that, I should be just about out. The most annoying thing, when I bought this dispenser, powder dispenser, I didn't go for a metering system, which I'm kind of regretting at the minute, but it was a nice bit more money to add to it, so that's what I did. But it just means I have to on and off switch. So I have an on and off switch for the fan, which will leave on, and my wheel there for metering, and then on and off switch for the auger. So I stop, switch it off. When I get to the headlands, I have to switch it off. I always have to remember to switch it off. Leaving that on while I'm sitting for the bale to come out is going to get rid of half a bale's worth of, well, maybe not half a bale. You know, it's going to get rid of 50-60 grams of powder. So I have to be very mindful of it and get used to just keep the hand on it, keep flicking it on and off, on and off, on and off. But everything is going well, touch wood, everything is working fine. We are tipping away there nicely. Bro is on well now, he is really on well now, he's flying up. So, yeah. That's it. We'll just keep baling. Keep on baling. We'll fire the drone up when we get into another field and keep on. And she'll have a bale, click it off. So, yeah. So, we're out of powder on bale number 80 or 81. It's 81 actually. So I would call that quite a successful run. Oh, my ear is hot today. Yeah. That's it empty. So basically got that on the nose. So we'll get this new bag in. More than halfway through the ups and downs of this field. I think bro is still around, I don't see him there. But yeah, getting on grand. So we're just over 2 seems to be bang on the money. So we get this thrown in and we keep bailing. Way here, and I can just see bro driving out there. So he's not too far ahead of me. I'm about 10 spots from the finish here. So not too bad. The other field is smaller, so we should get on a bit quicker, and it's not just as heavy. So I'll ring him now just for going to row up our multi-species sward. There's a bit of a wet spot in the middle of the field. I got through the moors fine, don't know about the baler. So I'll get him to pull the grass out of it, and he can make a 50-foot row either side of the wet spot. I think he'll get on alright. But yeah, happy days, everyone is just tipping away here nicely. That is us. Field done, and move on to the next field. So I'm hoping there's more wrap in the next field, as I'm down to like the last 20 bales. If not, I'm going to bring the farmer and get more wrap brought out. But yeah, there's a lot of crows about. Hope to get them moved shortly, because that many crows and bales. So we'll be on to the next field. So we started into the next field. It's lighter. It's not a lot lighter, but it is lighter. You can picking up there and getting the baling C most of the time now, so doing about 5.5 kilometers per hour baling. Push it on to D where it gets a bit lighter. First round is always full weight. After that then bro would be missing a little bit, so it's not as much in the rows. So yeah, flying along here. Look, anyone who's watching, if you're in the Longford area and you're looking for some silage with some additive made with brown bales, give us a shout, we'll do it. If there's enough work out there, I'd put the money into getting the meter and wheel. If not, we'll just on and off the switch. We'll keep baling.
Baby,
And that is us done. The Black Massey's also come to start drawing. He has a lot of bales to move. a lot of bales to move. Oh, there's actually another little bit right here. Get that. So, how did we fare out? We fared out pretty damn good. A lot of bales made. So, just for anyone who is wondering, the powder applicator, what's it for? Why are we putting powder on it? For anyone who may not know. So, the powder stuff, it's bags here. I'll throw them out when I get to where I come in. So, it is to enhance the quality of the silage, whether that is through increasing the sugar content of it, which gives more the bacteria and enzymes to feed on, which gives you a better preservation and a higher higher DMD, dry matter digestibility in your silage, or whether it includes extra enzymes and bacteria which help preserve the silage, and better preserved silage makes better silage. So they're kind of the two aspects of it, but that's really and truly what it's for. It's to make and preserve better quality silage. It's to get better quality silage. It is at a cost. I don't know how much this stuff costs, but the applicator for big square bales, the time when I was looking at putting it on hay, it was going to work out about €2 a bale. I think it was 180 or €2. I can't remember right, but it was a substantial extra cost per bale. So we never bothered with it. So I don't know what this stuff works out at, but that was the hay stuff, and maybe the hay stuff just cost more in general. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyways, now that's us finished. Just tidy up that little bit that wasn't ruined. So yeah. We bay on to our own bit now. As you may notice, the sky is kind of starting to get a little bit dark of itself. We are now in a thunderstorm warning. Yes, you heard me right. Thunderstorm warning for the county. And just looking at the rain radar, we should have heavy rain come 8 o'clock. It is now 20 to 7, which means I have an hour and 20 minutes to get our bit baled before the torrential rain comes. Then go gather the bales, bring them down to the pit where we're storing all the bales, and yeah. Anyways, we better get to it before we get rained in. Black Massey will have a full load of bales on. So he's a busy night ahead of him getting all them moved. We better on. So here we are at the multi-species sward we mowed, and this is what it looks like. Oh, it is dry. It is dry. It's lovely. So I think that's the plantain, what it looks like. Yeah. Or the chicory. It's dried up well. Turn over the bit on the bottom that didn't get raked. You can see it there. Some of our clover, plantain or chicory, and the same plantain or chicory. Not enough this side, as I said. This side didn't get urea, but just like across that bit of a brow, that got urea. But I saw it got slurry. That has got slurry. The far side hadn't, because there was calves on it when we were spreading. So we'll try and get a couple of load on that, and then we'll be mowing and baling them in about 2 weeks time then. Because the calves, there's 50 calves down here, it's 10 acres. They won't keep on top of it for at least another 2 months before they get really in on grass enough to be able to keep it at. So how am I doing? I'm going to check my rolls are up to make sure I am ready to rock and roll. Yes, that one is on, that one's just out, this one is on. Right, we get to it. So this is what it looks like on the heavier end of the field. Definitely know it got that bit urea. Pushed it on, so it did. Just to show you what the heavier side rode up like. That's bale number 2. Yeah. If there's 10 bales or 15 bales, that's kind of what I'd be expecting off of. But probably not 5 acres, and there's probably an acre, 2 acres in it ish. Anyways, less silage we'll have to be looking for, so happy out. And that is it. So you come down and see how we're getting on. 15 bales, so it's exactly what I was hoping for. Now my own next issue is getting these bales out of here. So it was a little bit soft in spots, but we're going to come down here and roll this now, just to take, there's a couple of tracks where we put spread and slurry, just want to level them out with it. But yeah, no, happy out. So the next thing is just get these bales out here. Obviously 64A he is not running, but we know it's not the ECU now, it's the pump, and the pump has to head off, and that's a whole separate video. So whether we go a single bale lifter and 15 times to the pit, or whether I just go to the neighbour and see can I borrow his John Deere and go 2 bales at a time. But yes, the joys of the job. But anyways, if we're using the John Deere, I'll film it. If not, this will be the end of the video. So yeah, that's it. Powder box seemed to work quite well, done exactly what we needed it to, and everything has worked fine. First kind of good days baling done now, and everything seems to be fine, so hopefully, touch wood, it's like that for the rest of the year. And hope everyone at silage now stay safe. It's busy, dangerous time, but look, touch wood, we'll all see it out to the winter. So anyways, hope you enjoyed today's video. Any comments or like that, as always, hit me in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. That's it from me. Good luck.